welcome back to Juice for Treats TV. We're just going to do a really basic juice today. Again, showing the Purus. We're really showing off this machine. We're so proud of it. Again, other videos I've mentioned, have a little look at some of the technical ones I've done that speak about why this gives the purest possible juice, the slow rotation, the 3-in-1 auger, unlike any other juicer out there at the moment. This isn't just 21st century juicing, this is future. This is the future of juicing, okay? But I'm just going to do a real basic one. I'm not going to go into too much detail about why we're juicing specific ingredients. I'm actually going to showcase the machine, okay? I'm just going to get straight on and do it. I'm going to actually turn it on and just start juicing. I haven't, as with our other machines and other videos, it is probably one of the quietest juicers that we've ever produced, okay? I can continue presenting to you. The machine is running and I'm just going to show you how to use it without having to stop and, you know, centrifugal juicers, you might have to stop and turn it off while I'm trying to talk. I can just carry on. Right, haven't done any of the chopping yet. I want to show you, everything's moved towards this. We want to put whole apples in, do whole juicing. We've got that with the JR8000. It's a great machine. If you do want to put a whole apple in, if you insist on putting a whole apple, then yes, you won't want the Purus. But I'm going to show you realistically how easy it is to do a bit of chopping and juice with the Purus, okay? And how good it is and why you should consider getting the Purus and doing the chopping, because the quality of the juice is worth it, okay? So what we're going to do, we can actually just chop as we go. So if we actually chop in the carrots vertically into sticks, we can actually start dropping it in and it starts working away. That's it. So you're chopping as you're going. We're not actually standing here for 20 minutes beforehand, chopping everything up, going, oh, I hate chopping so much. We're actually chopping it up first, and then, or chopping up as we're going along, and then juicing as we go. As you can see, I'm already halfway through my ingredients already. Here's the apple. Now apples, of course, look, we can't put them in whole, but we're going to maybe quarter them, maybe put them into eighths. And we're just dropping them in. You can use the pusher if needs be. Okay, so as I said, don't be scared of the Purus. A lot of people will stand here, they're actually trying to use the machine and they're thinking, oh, we've got a small feed tube on there, I'll have to feed it so slowly. And you know what, with old machines, old slow juicers, you did have to feed slowly, but you can see that I'm actually putting the ingredients in really quickly. I'm not hanging around. Okay, let's put some leaves in. The other question I get is, can the Purus juice leaves? Now, a lot of slow juicers, a lot of juicers in general, struggle to juice leaves because there's no bulk to them. So because there's no bulk, basically they don't move down the organ and so on and so forth. Now, with the double-winged auger that's on the Purus, I've spoke about it in other videos, the double-wing next generation auger actually gives double downward pressure, double downward force, and actually makes it far better, or you know, as far as our other machines go as well, our JR juicers are all excellent at juicing leaves. I'm just putting the spinach in there. The way to do it is actually a trick for any juicer you ever get. Follow your leaves with bigger ingredients. If you follow it with bigger ingredients, the bulkier things like carrots and apples will actually keep the spinach, the leaves, the kale moving through the machine. So as we're juicing here now, I'm chopping as I go, and the reason we can do it as we go along, the machine's not only quiet, but the AC motor, I've said it before, the AC motor that's on there, you can juice for up to 20, probably 30 minutes, depending on what you're juicing and the strain you're putting on the machine, 20 or 30 minutes juicing. You can stand here and present this video to you and just leave that running. Obviously I want to continue to make my juice. So I'm going to put the cucumbers in. So as you can see, I'm using the machine, although it's a standard size feed chute, the Purus is so efficient that I can actually constantly push the food in. I haven't got to stand and wait around and faff, you know. I'm going to put a bit of ginger in there. It handles ginger beautifully. I'm going to worry about that. Things like limes and lemons and things, you can chop them and put them in. The peels will make the juice a little bit bitter if you're putting orange peels in, but it's up to you. The Purus will handle it. I don't need to put too much more in now. We've got a nice juice there, a little bit more cucumber. Just illustrated how the machine works. I'm just going to let that run through now. Just leave it for just 5 or 10 seconds because there's going to be some residual food in there. So just let it fully clear out the system. And the way the 3-in-1 auger system's working, a little bit different to other slow juicers. If you actually look, you see behind me the JR8000, and actually that's set up like the majority of other slow juicers on the market, whereby The auger goes inside the filter. You can't really see what's happening inside the machine. With the Purus, you can see exactly what's happening. And when you're feeding the food in, you can confidently put the food in and watch the food build up inside the bowl and actually see the food being filtered and squashed and crushed and moved. Okay, you can be really, really confident in this machine and watch what's happening, see what's happening to your food. Right, so now we've made the juice, I just want to show you something. Not only the beautiful colour that's on here, I've shown in other videos for the JR8000, the way our juicers actually masticate the ingredients. You're making such a rich quality juice. So much less heat is generated from our machines. You're going to get less separation. This is going to last for a couple of days in the fridge. Because you can juice for 20 or 30 minutes with this machine, you could do a batch of juice, keep it in the fridge and actually drink it throughout the day or the following day. And yeah, so the juice is such a better quality, but the main point that I want to get here is that there's going to be less pulp in it. So I'm just going to pour this into the glass here. Now this is spinach, carrot, apple, bit of ginger, absolutely gorgeous juice. You can already see the colour that's on this. There's no separation, it's a dark colour. But what I'm going to illustrate here, I'm going to put this sieve back onto the jug, because all slow juicers leave pulp in the juice. Now, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have pulp in the juice. I don't mind drinking the pulp with the juice, a little bit of extra fibre. We actually say it's a good thing. If you don't want pulpy juice, this will still give you some of that pulp, but not excessive pulp, okay? So I'm going to just pour this back through this sieve to show you exactly what we've got here. Now, carrots and root vegetables, got a little bit on the top there, carrots and root vegetables will always create more pulp in your juice. But if you actually look, just let that go through. Sometimes with other juicers, you might look online at some other juicers and actually see that they're getting a couple of tablespoons of pulp out of the juice when you're doing carrots and things like that. You can see, I laugh because every time I use it, I actually go, oh my God. You can actually see, if you can actually see there, that is maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of pulp that's actually come out from the Purus, making a juice from ingredients which are normally responsible for putting pulp in your juice. So I just wanted to show you that, because that is the beauty of the filtration system on the Purus, which is why if you are looking for the purest possible juice, you really should consider the Purus. And pour that back in there, that dark, deep, rich colour. And once again, at the end of this video, just say cheers and happy juicing. Oh, delicious.